of Raxla has a reputation of being very secretive. So why the sudden change of heart? Why have you agreed to talk to us now?
I don't really view it as that much of a change of heart. Recently, there's been a lot of mention of us in the media, but we decided it was time to sort of set the record straight and to prove that we're not this big, shadowy terrorist organization bent on overthrowing the empire or anything like that.
Agreed to talk
Yeah,
to us
that's,
now.
that's exactly right. We're
View it as that
interested
much
in
of a change
uncovering
of
the
heart.
truth of the mysteries of the galaxy
Recently, there's been a lot
independently of the major
mention of
powers,
us
because
in the
I think
media,
that although
but,
sometimes
we
they have
decided it was
good
time to sort of
intentions,
set the record straight.
they've demonstrated that often when they come into possession of power, the temptation to use that to benefit their own interest rather than those of all the commanders and citizens of the galaxy is too great to resist. And so, our number one objective is to try to uncover those truths and hopefully allow them to benefit everyone. Ideally, no one would know that we were there, and we certainly wouldn't be dabbling in anything political.
Well, that brings us right along to the next question I'd like to ask you. There have been some in imperial and federal governments that have labeled your organization as a terrorist group. How would you refute that claim? Or do you refute that claim?
Very strongly.
Oh, certainly.
Again, the only reason we've been even operating in the inhabited bubble here is because our leader was kidnapped. She vanished from the Camise system, and when the authorities didn't respond, we were forced to resort to other methods. We did try petitioning them peacefully beforehand, and to no avail.
Can you explain your actions there in the Camise system? And what about Ietiensis?
We'll start with Camise. The whole situation in Camise is very unfortunate. Our leader Salome disappeared in system. She was interdicted and captured. The authorities in the system seemed to just sort of sit back and do nothing. We tried to reach out to them in multiple ways, and unfortunately, in order to get their attention that something was even wrong, we had to resort to some piracy.
Seems plausible enough, but the families of those affected by it may not see your line of reasoning. What about your actions in Ietiensis?
In Iotensis, that was different. The target was a military ship as opposed to engaging in piracy. And the reason we attacked Admiral Petraeus's interdictor was because we had an opportunity to free Salome from her unjust imprisonment. And instead of destroying the interdictor, we chose to go after the heat relays and force an abandonment of the ship, not destruction of the ship. And after that was successful, there were many Corps commanders that spent time in Iotensis recovering life pods and returning any and all life pods to the nearest station.
Yeah, that's right. We did our best to make a strong statement, yet do it in such a way that bystander casualties were minimized and restore, as best we could, remedy some of the physical and social damages